A's Extra.
We're back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. It's the last home game of the season, and Chatham takes on the East Division leaders YD here at Veterans Field. Joe Puccio here for the Manager Show with Chatham skipper Tom Holliday. Tom, a real tough loss yesterday on the road.
Yeah, I mean, we've lost 20 this summer, and every one of them in different ways. And yesterday, it was really kind of funny because I don't think Harwich did anything wrong the whole night. They made a couple great defensive plays. They hit a ground ball. It was going to be a double play ball. It took one extra bounce and bounced up over our second baseman's head. Instead of getting a double play, they get 2 runs on it, and it really extended an inning. We kind of like, I don't know, I think we got so far behind early that we kind of rolled over. And then all of a sudden kind of got a little spur, and we made it a decent game, and we didn't get good pitching, which has been our trademark all summer. And so maybe for the 4th time this summer, when the game was over, I felt like we got our butts kicked. And, it's going to happen. And now we have our backs to the wall. We got to win 2, and we have to have help. We need for Harwich to lose. And it's good at least we're down to the next to last game of the year, and we're playing for something.
What did you think of the bullpen day? I know that the rotation now evens out, but you had to put out some relief pitchers to start the game yesterday.
Well, I think it's a shame that it happened. Again, we had Wyatt Evans pitched and left. Bottom line is it left a hole in our rotation, and too late in the summer to go find a starter. And so we knew come that part of the rotation, we'd have to use our pen. And we actually had, 4 arms ready to go. But LeBaron got off to a bad start. And, after that, we tried to figure out, like, we got to keep somebody for tomorrow. And so, we went down, and Carlos Ray was not good yesterday. He'd been really good his last 2 times out. So by the time those 2 left the mound, we were buried. And McKinnick did a nice job, and Henry did a nice job. And quite frankly, the final score is 11-5. Felt like it was 21-0, but it was over, and here we are again back on the yard.
Lyle Miller-Green yesterday said that you guys are playing with your backs against the wall. How do you manage with your back against the wall?
Well, I wish I could do more. I wish I could pinch hit. There's been times I wish I could go behind the plate. But, the guys that come and go and leave their teammates behind with 2 or 3 or 4, even 5, 6 days, that's really sad. And it goes on everywhere. Everybody has a story. But the bottom line is like, I just keep reminding the kids that are here, that have been here all summer, that they'll never forget this. Whether they pull this off or not, they're not going to forget it. And they're going to make friends for a lifetime. And there's a lot of good to what happens in 60 days up here. Some people don't know that. Some people don't believe that. But I do. And so, again, you just have a conversation for an hour with a scout that just came up, 2 days ago. And the first thing they want to know about is attitude and who are the guys that still have gas in the tank. So there is something to it. There is something to what this is all about. And first thing out of everybody's mouth is, well, they played 55 in the season and they played fall ball and all that. Somebody needs to do the math. Major League Baseball players play 162 games a year. And that's why it's a man's game. So if you're 21 and you think you're a man and you can't make it through Cape Cod, you better get your degree and you better go to work, because this is not your sport.
Is there any added pressure managing a game knowing that if you guys lose, it's all over?
Nah, I don't have any pressure. Are you kidding me? I haven't known what pressure feels like since the day my first kid came out of my wife's womb. I know that's pressure. This isn't pressure. This is fun. If you don't get excited about managing in a big game, if this is a big game, then you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't be in baseball. And so the bigger the game, the better it should make you feel. And that's what we try to explain to these kids. And I told them 2 nights ago, I said, we're playing for something. We were in last place early, and we dug our hole real early. And, we're almost out of that hole. So if you pull this off, then you will have done something, that your teammates that are home right now, hanging around the weight room thinking they're getting better at baseball. They're not. You are. And this experience will make your ball club next year, because when your team gets in a slump, you're going to be the guy to step up and say, hey, I did this, we did this. And they're going to know you got something to bank on, something to compare to. There's something this game will teach you every day you put your uniform on. And honestly, it doesn't teach pressure. It runs people that can't deal with pressure off. It runs them out of the game. And, you know, when a guy goes, oh, I had a bad summer. Really? Well, what's a bad summer? And pay close attention to what comes out of their mouth, because that guy's either going to roll over and never become anything special in this game, or because the bad summer, they become better because they start understanding that it might take a little bit more time in the cage, or more ground balls, or more bullpens to become a better player. And don't kid yourself, man. This clock in baseball never gets turned off. It's never turned off. Some guys turn it off. And I think that the people that evaluate who can and can't play, they need to pay attention to that, because, like I said, when you walk away from this game because you have to go to a dentist or something stupid like that, do you really think people are that stupid? You know what I mean? I mean, come on. People weren't born, yesterday afternoon. So I honestly believe that I would seriously think about not coming to Cape Cod unless I did have a tremendous love for the game, because this league truly makes you self-examine that.
No pressure whatsoever. Tom, thanks for the time.
No pressure on me at all.